It's there. I thought it was. Why do I keep calling that boy Ryan? His name is Wade. Let's go, people. Let's go. Not right now. Not right now. Can't do it with you. Boom. Welcome to Fight Hits MMA. It's me, Miss Nikki. Yeah. So today is fight day. Today is fight day. Miss Nikki love her cherry Pepsi. Yes. A cherry Pepsi. And we're going to see who's getting fucked up today. Who is going to get fucked up today? We're going to see. But I was talking to y'all about these weights. So I'm here to check in. But before I do that, I have to apologize to Lady Beck Rawlings because Miss Nikki was so amped up about AJ's fight with Mick Terrell that she really forgot to mention that AJ and Beck are two of the last Mohegans from this first card. So Beck, I apologize, hon. It doesn't change my mind about what I think is going to happen today, but only you can change everyone's mind, including mine. So good luck. But yeah, Beck and AJ are two of the last Mohegans from that very first card that's on this card today, BKFC 56. Yeah, the last of the Mohegans from that very first card, these two are. So yes, Beck was our very first female champion, and she vacated, went away for a little while, was the champion recess, whatever BKFC called it, that's what it was. Christine has been there also from day one, but like she said, her opponent fell out. So it took all this time for this to make full circle for these two to meet. And it just happened earlier this year. And that the first fight between the two ladies ended in a doctor stoppage. So technically, doctor stoppages come from whatever y'all do to each other. So the doctor stopping it was really kind of sad for any of y'all. When a doctor has to step in and say, okay, this fighter can't fight anymore. Basically, he is saving you, from yourself, because you still may want to fight. You may still feel like you can fight, but he knows that any more damage to whatever is already damaged on your body or your face or whatever, they know that in the long run, it's not going to be good for you. So they have to stop it then to allow your body to recover from this, and hopefully you'll come back from it. So doctor stoppages are counted too, baby. They are. Nobody wants to have one, but yeah, that was the work that Christine put in that fight. Yeah, that's absolutely what that was. Yeah. So it's going down today, y'all. So I planned on doing this last night, but I was just a little tired from work and everything. So I decided I would do it today. And hopefully it'll be in enough time where you guys can hopefully interact with me or even just watch before y'all go into y'all fights tonight. But yeah, I still had not seen anything that at the press conference that made me change my mind. But I will say this, I was kind of alerted and forgot to say it. I was in shock because he was like, I wonder who's not going to make weight tomorrow. He has never said that. Mr. Feldman I've never heard him say it. So with that being said, if he said it, I missed it. But I was shocked when he said that, especially being that this is labeled as the biggest card of the year, and everything that they're putting into it. Like, you gonna float that out there? That missing you too, Priska Lay, Miss Nikki, love you always. If you want to jump up in this piece, you got to send me your email so I can send you a link to join me if you want to talk to me from where you at up there in Salt Lake City, Utah at BKFC 56. Yes. Yes, she'll be one of my onboarding fighters somewhere. Brian Maxwell is in the house, Mr. Red Rims. Let's go, y'all. Pull our people into this. Let's talk about these weigh-ins. I'm about to play this weigh-in video so Miss Nikki can check out. Y'all know weights is a big thing for me. I tell y'all all the time. So I'm checking these weights, see where y'all at. See if there was any lies being told. Let's go. Because at the end of the day, you guys, the most important job that you have going into your fights is to make weight and to show up. So with that being said, like, unless I know what the reason or the history of, I felt that. I imagine it was, baby. I imagine that it was very thick last night. Because people got shit to prove. Tonight, y'all got to put up or shut up. Each and every one of y'all, everywhere. Boxing, MMA, bare knuckle. Tonight is the night. Somebody got to shock the world. Who is going to shock the world? That's my question. Which one of y'all is going to shock the world tonight? Let's freaking go. Y'all sign contracts. That's another thing. When y'all sign y'all contracts, y'all know what y'all in for. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do. So yeah, there's only to a certain level of which I can let y'all pass. You know what I'm saying? Before I have to start, being on y'all's little helmets about this. Come on, I need y'all to stay focused. I need y'all to be focused. Yeah. And staying focused is making sure that you are training the way you should and making weight. That is so important. That is like really important, especially when you're coming up. You don't want to make that a bad habit, not making weight. You do not want to make that a bad habit, because when it counts, when it comes to those moments where you don't know if when you get that surprise call of getting a fight that might be for a number one spot or even for a title, stop walking around so heavy. Stop. Y'all got to stop walking around so heavy. Y'all need to stay within a range, especially if y'all want to fight. This is what y'all tell me. These are the things that y'all need to do. Doing the things that you hate to make you great. So weight is the biggest issue for y'all. Weight is really the biggest issue. Y'all sometimes y'all's personal life, everything else is it can be crazy, but that weight is always and going to be an issue if y'all do not freaking, you know what I'm saying, always be cognizant and aware of it and keeping it in line. I need y'all to be ready when y'all get called. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And then you don't show up and look like no damn fool. Because then at that point, people are questioning. And also, it's a kind of, you know, if your opponent is making weight and y'all have an overage that you're allowed going into the fight after your official weigh-ins, like you're still over what you're supposed to be. Come on, y'all. Y'all know better, so I really expect y'all to do better. How about that? Yeah. I don't know who didn't make weight at BKFC. We're gonna find out if there was anybody that didn't make weight. Not that I know of. I haven't seen anything that says that nobody didn't make weight. Oh Lord. What? How quick they are to forget. Yeah, baby. There's a fight at like 160, I guess, because one fighter was 157.6 and another was 160. So what was the fight weight? 155? Yeah, I'm so sad for Mr. Rothwell. You know, although I was talking my mess about him being the co-main event, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I never wished for any of y'all to get sick and not be able to fight. So with that being said, get well very quickly, Mr. Rothwell. Yes, Mr. Duffy is awaiting your arrival. He seems to think that Thanksgiving was your issue and that you're not sick. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe he just had to have something to say because he just found out right there on the spot at the press conference or right before the press conference. You know, that was a big letdown for him. But that's one thing that neither one of you had control over. Somebody, one of you becoming ill, like y'all can't fight if you're sick. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go. Let's go. I mean, or let me throw this out there. Did somebody touch you up in training in your training camp? Somebody touch you up? Did you accidentally get a concussion going into this fight? And that's what yeah, it was. And that's what is keeping you from fighting. I mean, I know I mean, unless I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it all out there. Let's go. Somebody piece you up, baby. Yeah. But if you're really sick, Miss Nikki wishes you a quick recovery, baby. Sorry that you're not gonna make. Yo, Superman Allen is here. What's up, Brandon Allen in the house with Miss Nikki? Fight here, Superman. Come on, y'all. Send me those emails through Messenger. Send me the emails through Messenger so I can send y'all a link so some of y'all can jump in here and we could talk about some of these fights. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this video for the weigh-ins for yesterday at BKFC 56. Congratulations to everybody that did make it up there to Salt Lake City. I hope everybody is adjusting well to the elevation if you're not from up there. Congratulations to all the fighters that are local to that area. I hope that you guys can make the best of this event. You know what I'm saying? Make the best of this fight going into the end of the year. Like I said, who's gonna shock the world? Who's gonna shock the world this weekend? Somebody got to do it before December 31st, and why not start here? Why not start here? So let's go. Let's see what everybody did for weigh-ins at BKFC yesterday. And shout out to all my commentators, my ring announcer, Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston. Shout out to my dude. Yes. What's up, Mr. Weedlock? What's up, Mr. Lytle? Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, go. Yes. Hey, your name is right here on the tip of my tongue. Oh gosh, geez. As soon as I see your face, I'll be able to call your name. Damn, Snicky be having a lot of stuff going through her mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let's go so we can start this video. Here we go. Travis, that's his name.
Thank you very much, Brian. And what's
And
going
what's up,
on?
Brian Social?
Salt Lake
What's
City.
up, Salt Lake City?
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the biggest weigh-in show in BKFC
Y'all look like y'all
history,
filled up the house for that
BKFC 56
motherfucking
weigh-in show. We are live worldwide at the Sky Bar
Yeah, it
here
look like
in
Salt
the
Lake
state
Salt
capital
Lake
for
City is
the
about
first
that
time.
life, that bare
Bare
knuckle
Knuckle
life.
Fighting Championship has made it to Utah. And we are so excited. What is coming your way? This show is fueled by Bucked Up Energy Drink, and we would also like to welcome the newest member to the BKFC family. They are the official BKFC apparel partner. Give it up for Grunt Style Apparel.
Let's go, Grunt Style
Now
Apparel.
let's go ahead and let's talk about what's happening tomorrow at the Maverick Center. All kinds of fun. If you are looking to see this and you are not a ticket holder, you're going to get it on pay-per-view at your cable and satellite providers all throughout the world. But please make sure, if you're in the Utah area, the Salt Lake City area, that you get a ticket to the biggest show we've ever had. Now we have our preview coming your way, and that's going to be free on the app and the official BKFC YouTube page. We get kicked off at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then we're live to the world with the main card at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Now let's shift around and get started with this awesome show. First thing we're going to start off with is the lightweight division. First to the scale. He holds a combined combat sports record of 16 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Prescott Valley,
I didn't even notice that, baby.
There is
shout out to Rick
Danny
Caruso.
Hilton.
Are they still hanging around, or Lions not hanging around no more? Who remembers them?
Danny Hilton, 155 even.
I like those guys. I really do.
And his opponent holds a combined combat sports record of 14 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Clearfield, Utah. Here is LJ Schultz. LJ Schultz, 155.9.
Look like he's the dude that show up and pull your ass up out of that snowbank. That's who he's coming from.
And these gentlemen are part of history in the making, the very first legally sanctioned bare knuckle fight in Utah State history. In the lightweight division, LJ Schultz taking on Danny Hilton.
Okay, guys, let's go. Well, Mr. Schultz.
Oh, it's exciting stuff. And for those of you who are not subscribers to the app, make sure that you go on to bkfc.com, and we have got an awesome discount coming your way for all of our BKFC app subscribers. And remember, on pay-per-view. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we move right along to the welterweight division. First to the scale, he is an MMA veteran of 16 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Salt Lake City, Utah. Here is Troy the Terror Dennison.
Understood, baby. I know, right? Like, let's go.
Troy Dennison, 157.6. And his opponent holds a combined combat sports record of 17 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from West Haven, Utah. Here is Trevor Bradshaw.
Mr. Bradshaw. So they kind of rearranged.
Trevor Bradshaw, 160.9. Fight number 2 on the preview. These two toe the line in the welterweight division. Trevor Bradshaw taking on Troy Dennison.
Hold on. Hold up, partner. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let Miss Nikki put some pimping in it. Okay, so according to my records, they're fighting at 165. So it's not that they necessarily didn't make weight. They couldn't get up to the weight. Is that what it is? So one weighed in at 160, another one weighed in at 157. So they're underweight. All right, I'll live with that. I'll live with that. I'll live with that. And then the poundage between the two is not really far off. But remember, guys, to keep in mind, making weight is important because you never know when it's going to count, baby. Check my message over here. Let me see the phone in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got so many exciting fights on this, the biggest fight card in BKFC history, but this could be one of the most exciting fights to close out the preview. This going down in the cruiserweight division. First to the scale, his BKFC record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, by way of Hesperia, Michigan, here is the wild man, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez. Esteban Rodriguez, 204.4. Let me switch with you. And his opponent stands undefeated in the squared circle at 2-0 from Denver, Colorado, by way of Cedar City, Utah. Here is the undefeated Keegan, the career killer Vandermeer. Keegan Vandermeer, an identical 204.4. Attention to all the fighters on the card. This could be a point that you may not want to go past, and these guys are going to set the standard for the night in the cruiserweight division. Keegan Vandermeer and Esteban Rodriguez. You can feel the excitement in the air. Utah, you have been wanting this a long time, and tomorrow night, you're going to get it. And we're bringing it to you now on the main card, with the next fight going down in the light heavyweight division, this going down at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. First to the scale, he is ready to step into the squared circle for bare knuckle fight number 4. From Ed Couch, Elsa, Texas, here is Eric El Travieso Lozano.
Welcome back, Mr. Lozano.
Eric Lozano, 187.4. His opponent, he is an MMA veteran of 17 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Salt Lake City, Utah, here is Mike Jones. Mike Jones, 185.6. And here you go, the first fight on the main card, 8 p.m. Mountain Time in the light.
I'm sorry, I kind of just missed the actual number he weighed in at.
Eric Lozano, 187.4. His opponent, he is an MMA veteran of 17 fights, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Salt Lake City, Utah, here is Mike Jones.
So, Mr. Lozano, you came in 2 pounds overweight?
Mike Jones, 185.6. And here you go. The first fight on the main card, 8 p.m. Mountain Time in the light heavyweight division. Mike Jones taking on the veteran bare knuckle fighter Eric Lozano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to skip. We're going to step up the scales with the big boys in the heavyweight division. First to the scale. Tomorrow night, he makes his BKFC debut from Great Falls, Montana. Here is Bridger, the Answer Garcia.
What's up, Mr. Garcia? What is that?
Bridger Garcia, 208 even. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 5 victories, opposite 2 defeats, and tomorrow night makes his BKFC debut. He is a former tight end with the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, fighting out of Ogden, Utah. Here is the debuting Ben the Tongan Nightmare Moa.
Oh, we're walking the bare knuckle, Mr. Moa. He ought to have some toughness if he played football.
Ben Moa, 235.4.
Did you just say 235.4?
Big hands and bad intentions in the heavyweight division.
Said,
Ben Moa taking on Bridger Garcia. Ben Moa, 235.4. Big hands and bad intentions in the heavyweight division. Ben Moa taking on Bridger Garcia.
That's already 20 plus pound freaking difference. Like, I must be bugging. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we could give you so many different reasons to be crazy excited for this fight card coming to Salt Lake City. And this next fight is definitely one of them, going down in the lightweight division. First to the scale, he is an MMA veteran of 28 fights, and he holds a BKFC record at 1-0 with 1 fight even. Here is the UFC veteran from Ramsey, New Jersey, Jimmy El Terror Rivera. Jimmy Rivera, 154.9. And his opponent, he is an MMA veteran of 50 fights and makes his highly anticipated BKFC debut. From San Diego, California, by way of Des Moines, Iowa, here is the longtime UFC veteran, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens.
Lil Heathen. I like it.
Jeremy Stevens, 155.9.
Okay, guys.
I can't believe this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Don't blink for a second or you're going to miss it all. Lightweight division, the debuting Jeremy Stevens taking on Jimmy Rivera.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Very.
All right. Now it's time to put some gold on the line. And we start off with the vacant BKFC World Heavyweight Championship. First to the scale, his overall bare knuckle fighting record stands at 8 victories, opposite a single defeat. Here is the #1 heavyweight challenger in the world from North Shields, England, Mick Terrell.
Mr. Terrell, looking healthy. Looking focused. Oh shit, we gotta fight, y'all. He ain't even good as I thought he was going to be.
The challenger, Mick Terrell, 269.6. And his opponent holds a BKFC record of 7 victories opposite 2 defeats. He is the former 2-time BKFC World Heavyweight Champion from Chicago, Illinois. Here is AJ Bomaye Boogeyman Adams. Our second challenger, AJ Adams, 268.9.
268.
What will we see tomorrow night? A new world heavyweight champion for the very first 3-time heavyweight champion in company history. AJ Adams and Mick Terrell
wants redemption on that first outing he had against AJ.
And our next fight, ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-feature fight of the night. There's some bad blood going between these two, and it will be for the BKFC World Featherweight Championship. First to the scale, his overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 5 victories opposite a single defeat with 1 fight even. Here is the #1 featherweight challenger from Broward County, Florida, Howard H.D. Davis.
Yes, some of y'all, this Mickey's just really freaking fast. This is some of y'all.
The challenger, Howard Davis, 142.3.
142.3.
And his opponent holds an undefeated BKFC record at 4-0. From Great Falls, Montana, here is your defending undefeated BKFC World Featherweight Champion, Kai Hefty Bag Stewart. 144.8.
142.8, huh?
Bad blood will be settled in the squared circle tomorrow for the undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Championship. The champion, Kai Stewart, the challenger, Howard Davis.
I'm telling you, baby.
And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we move along to your co-main event of the evening. A highly anticipated rematch from BKFC 41 in Denver, Colorado for the undisputed BKFC Women's World Flyweight Championship. First to the scale, she holds a BKFC record at 3 victories opposite 2 defeats. She has been here since day one, and she is once again your challenger from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, Rowdy Beck Rawlings.
Rowdy Beck Rawlings is in the house. It's another get back fight. We want to get back. We want it back.
The challenger, Beck Rawlings, 124 even.
124 even. 124.
And her opponent holds an impressive BKFC record of 7 victories opposite a single defeat, and is regarded by many to be the greatest female bare-knuckle fighter on planet Earth today. She is your defending, undisputed BKFC World Flyweight Champion from Las Vegas, Nevada, Christine, the Misfit Faria.
Let's go.
The champion, Christine Faria, 124.6.
124.6.
And this is your co-main event. A rematch for the undisputed BKFC World Flyweight Championship. The champion, Christine Faria. The challenger, Beck Rawlings.
You think think you're fucking better than me, huh? You ain't fucking better than me. You're not fucking see hard. You're gonna see that shit.
Come on.
Turn the fuck around.
Let's go. Get the picture.
That's right.
No. That's quietest I have ever seen Miss Rawlings at a weigh-in, anything that they was doing leading up to a fight. What she got?
Ladies and gentlemen,
What do she got?
Everybody watching around the world knows that we are making history in the making in Salt Lake City tomorrow night. But what we are also making is BKFC history in our main event, going down in the middleweight division, and we will crown the very first BKFC King of Introducing first to the scale, he is a true MMA veteran of 40 fights, and he stands undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. He is a 3-time lightweight MMA world champion from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here is the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez.
Let's go, Mr. Alvarez. Who is getting fucked up tonight? Who's getting fucked up, y'all? I need something.
Eddie Alvarez, 175.7.
175.7.
And his opponent is an MMA veteran of 22 fights and also stands undefeated in the squared circle at 3-0. He is known by many to be the face of bare knuckle fighting championship from Orlando, Florida. Here is Platinum Mike Perry.
Tonight, y'all. If nothing else, we know we're gonna have a good fight with this young man.
Mike Perry, 174 even.
174. Okay.
Heavy is the head that wears the violent crown. Who is going to be your very first BKFC King of Violence? Mike Perry.
Lightweight, baby! You already failed because you ain't make championship weight. You think this is a joke? This ain't real to you. I fucking did this shit like a man, like a champion. You don't think it's real. This ain't no game, bro.
Mike Perry. At the press conference, Eddie Alvarez said you can't box on the same level, that you don't have that type of boxing to beat him. How are you going to dispatch of a 3-time MMA world champion tomorrow night?
I'm going to box his socks off, dog. He ain't ready for me. He ain't make championship weight. He think it's a game. He came for a check. I'm going to break his neck.
All right, Eddie. It's not very often that you come into a fight as an underdog, but you're an underdog tomorrow night. Mike Perry is the bigger fighter. They consider him the stronger fighter. How are you going to take out the man they call the face of bare knuckle fighting championship?
Yeah, he's bigger, but I'm from Philadelphia, man. We're home of the hustle. We get shit done. We get shit done.
You got to put up, Mr. Alvarez. You called him out. You got to put up. You're going to have to put that man all the way down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what's going down tomorrow night in Salt Lake City, Utah, the Maverick Center. Folks, you can get it on Fight TV. You can get on the official BKFC app. But one thing is for certain, you better not miss the biggest event ever in bare knuckle fighting championship history. We'll see you tomorrow here in Salt Lake.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
I'm actually proud of y'all. I cannot even be mad.
On the 4982.
Oh, excuse
that
me.
the multiple.
Yeah, I cannot even be mad that y'all, those couple little poundages. But as I said, y'all need to keep in mind that that does matter when you are fighting legitimately for a belt. Y'all cannot let these 0.9s and 0.7s and 1 and 2 pounds be an issue for y'all. Y'all have to be able to get that off. Y'all have to. It will cost you in the end. It could cost you a belt, and it could cost you money out of your purse that you ain't even got yet. So some people will make a big deal out of it. Some people won't. So yeah. So we're gonna go on over. We're gonna revisit Mr. Garcia, and y'all can see Miss Nikki really been freaking like doing her homework on this Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte shout out fight her, because Miss Nikki about to use y'all video to look at the weigh-ins. So yeah, we about to unpack this. We're gonna unpack this. We definitely about to unpack this right quick. So the first thing I would like to say to Mr. Garcia is
en Texas, una ciudad muy bonita, un estado muy bonito, y pues vamos a darlo todo.
Shout out Fight Hub. Y'all be putting it on. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you. So before I even play this,
sponsored by Bet On.
Before I even play this weigh-in for these two young men, I listened to it first, and then I physically watched it. I listened to it first, and then I watched it, and then I rewatched it because I needed to make sure I was understanding what I was seeing. So I want to say, Mr. Garcia, that I'm proud of you, baby, for working on yourself and trying to get your mental health and get your body back to the temple of which you know it should be. I'm very proud of you for that. I'm glad that you took those steps in your life. I'm glad that you reached out and got the help, and I'm glad that you are able to speak about this and encourage other fighters to do it, because that is very serious. It is very serious, and it's to be commended, young man. So thank you for that. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, I still got to do my video and pass out information. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, Miss Nikki is very proud of you for that. A lot of people are struggling. You know what I'm saying? Just as you were. And they need somebody in that same position to tell them that. They need that, Ron. You're right. They do need you. So for that specifically, they needed you to say that out loud. So some of the rest of them can possibly follow in your footsteps to go get the counseling or the help that they may need. So yeah. Whew. Let's move on to the fight shit. I know that it all comes into play with everything that's going on. I don't even want to have no conversation about whatever the relationship is with him and Golden Boy. It's so messy. This is a whole mess. This is absolutely a whole mess. And I get what you're saying, Mr. Garcia, when you talk about the things that go on between you and your promoters and not feeling valued at a certain point. I completely understand it. Trust me. But at the same time, I have to go by face value of the things that you guys tell us and what you say to us. So leading up to this, I'm watching the press conferences. I'm listening to everything you're saying. I'm watching everybody's interview that has had a chance, great interviews, everybody that got a chance to talk to these young men before or going into this fight. But I listened to you, and Miss Nikki was riding with you. Miss Nikki was riding with you. until you did not make weight. For me, everything you said as far as building up to being a 140 champion, being laser focused, not letting anything get in your way this time. We're going to see the best Ryan Garcia we've ever seen. All of that was negated when you did not make weight. Out the window, at least for me. So with that being said, it's easy for everybody to just throw everything at Golden Boy, and they did this and they did that and they did this and they did that. Maybe they did do this and maybe they did do that. But at the end of the day, as the professional fighters, as the one that signed their names on those contracts, they are the ones, you are the ones that must meet those requirements. Period. You know there's always a loophole for the promoter to get out of anything they may have written or even said to you. So with that being said, no matter what was going on, you should have made weight. And I believe this came out the way it did because this was a real live official weigh-ins. I'm telling you, pay attention. Watch when Mr. Duarte, because they bring the opponents out first. So it makes it look a certain way, but you got to listen. Watch his reaction. Watch Mr. De La Hoya's reaction when Duarte steps on that scale and they say out loud what he is weighing. Watch what he said. He said, "Are you sure?" He's shocked. He has no clue this is happening until it happens. He don't even know what to do in that moment. What the hell? And then Ryan gets on the scale a little bit heavier than Mr. Duarte. Like, what the hell? He's like, what is going on here? What are they doing? So I believe in my mind that, and we know that Mr. Garcia is kind of an emotional young man. He is an emotional young man, very emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Absolutely he does. And Miss Nikki is not knocking him for that. So when he when he went off script of anything other than talking about fighting a young man that was standing across or sitting across from him, that let me know, yeah, laser focus out the window. Laser focus out the window. And I truly believe that he went around the promotion to notify Mr. Duarte's team that he wasn't going to break 140. And so they stopped breaking down weight. Both of y'all should have done your jobs. You signed a contract for 140 because that's what y'all said to everybody. We're fighting at 140. Not 142 point anything, 0.8, and not 143. Both of y'all was supposed to make that weight, regardless of what that promotion was doing, regardless of what they said. And unless y'all prove to me and show me a contract that y'all signed to meet at 143, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So yeah, this moving forward is going to be an issue. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Look, for me, I'm gonna start calling you Ryan King Catchweight, because that's two big fights. Like, and let me ask you this: you've done all this hard work, all this work to build yourself up to get to this place. You are a great fighter, young man. You're a great fighter, but you build yourself up to get to these moments, only to make the one thing that shouldn't be an issue, which is your weight. You're supposed to be focused on yourself. You were supposed to be focused on making sure that you made this weight, because then what can they say to you? What can they say to you? Because you're filling the obligations of your contract. But you were so angry with them that you wanted to have some kind of get back. You just want to do what you're going to do. And not until the fallout are you probably even going to realize how it's going to affect you. After a couple losses, baby, you're not going to be the name that people are calling anymore. No matter how great you think you are, if you lose this fight tonight, yo, they're not going to be calling you because you the name to. So with that being said, I felt, going into this fight, Mr. Duarte is a little bit of he's a real freaking opponent for Mr. Garcia. I absolutely believe that this is his moment, and he feels that this is his moment. He knows that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, so to say. And I believe that he's going to do everything in his power. So was this purposeful, Ryan, that you came in overweight? Was it just to get back at the promotion, to make them look a little foolish at the weigh-ins, or could you, or were you really having a problem getting that weight off, baby? Now that's a real question, because if you are really having that problem, then 140 is not going to be the place for you either. You have had plenty of time to get prepared for this. You chose this, so you should have been prepared. I'm disappointed about that weight. I really am, because I felt like that was something that you would conquer, being that they still talking about that 136 from you and Duarte. They still talking about that. So, damn, baby. I'm not so much concerned with your mental health. I think you're very clear right now. But I think that you're also still have tunnel vision towards them. So it's making you make decisions. As I said a couple of weeks ago, I have been watching y'all make decisions that I don't think y'all would usually fall into, but y'all are being put into position to have to make these decisions. So, damn. And just your reaction to the not making weight makes me feel like you could not make the weight. And it makes me feel like your team went around the promotion, because if the promotion had have known that you were not going to make weight, this would have been a different conversation. And also, let me say this. While you was so angry and throwing out your jabs at the promotion and the promoters, let me just remind you, hon. Yes, Mr. Hopkins said some things in his fight career that he was not able to follow through with, so to say. But let me tell you what he did do. He might not have been able not to get beat by a white man. Yeah, he may have been knocked out of the ring by a white man. But guess what he was when he came into that fight? On weight. He was on weight. So that won't be something that they'll ever say, that Bernard was messing around and he didn't do this and he didn't do that, and that's why he got knocked out of the ring by the better fighter that night. He was on weight. So with that being said, so looking at tonight's fight, I mean, did y'all have this idea in your head, you and your team, get the win by any means necessary, even if that means coming in overweight and still taking the fight so you could have the advantage in the fight? I don't know. You're going to have to prove to me that these decisions were good ones for you going into this fight. That's just what it is for me. But I think Mr. Duarte has a straight down the pike 1-2 punch that nobody has talked about, and he only uses it when he is ready to use it. And y'all talk about that left hook that he has. Yeah, he just loves that punch. He does. He loves that punch. And it could be his downfall in his fight with Ryan. I think we have two very great fighters in both these young men, Mr. Garcia and Mr. Duarte. But at the end of the day, no matter who we want to blame, these two young men should have made their weight for the fight. Okay, let's go, you guys.
Online, your online sportsbook. AutoZone. Get in the zone with AutoZone. Masculine. It's a mentality. Don't be a man. Be the man. And Fansly, the go-to 18 and over content platform. Again, be sure to visit fansly.com/Garcia Duarte for exclusive content from all of the weekend's events. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 rounds featured in the super lightweight division. First up, to make his presence on the scale, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner from Chihuahua, Mexico, here is Oscar Duarte. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, the former WBC lightweight world champion from Victorville, California. Here is King Ryan Garcia. All right, we are ready to go. First up, from Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico, 26-1. One draw, 21 knockouts. Here is Oscar Duarte. 142.8. 142.8. Oscar Duarte.
Are you sure? Yeah.
And his opponent, the pride of the high desert, Victorville, California, King Ryan Garcia. 143 pounds, Ryan Garcia, 143.
Right. They were giving out these wrong. Yeah.
So I thought it was Mr. De La Hoya that was a little shocked. Somebody in the background was shocked. They were like, "Are you sure? 142?" So even if it doesn't matter, it does not matter what they did at this point. I know it does, but if you're telling the world you're going to fight at 140 pounds, that's what we expect you to fight at. You cannot proclaim that you want to be the champion of a certain division and you not making weight in that division. And it just doesn't make any sense to me in my mind. Like, if both of you guys are coming up, why didn't either one of y'all make weight? Like, so this is always going to be like, I'm always going to have some kind of question in the back of my mind going into this fight. What was really going on? Like, that must be crazy. That must be just crazy. That whole atmosphere at that fight down there in Texas. Yeah. And at this point, they, as the promoter, like right there on the spot, they have to make that decision on whether they're going to allow this fight to go through or not. And I guess the commission didn't have no problem with it because it's not a title fight. But if you are proclaiming you want to be the king of this division, doesn't it make sense for you to come in on weight no matter what? You laser focused. That's what you told us. You was laser focused. That meant that you was going to make weight regardless. So both of these cards are happening tonight. I also seen that BYB has a card happening tonight. Like, it's a lot going on in the fight world. Yeah, it's a lot. I just want to say to all of you guys and girls that are going out to perform tonight, you don't owe anybody but yourselves anything. You don't owe me nothing. You don't even owe your coaches and your team nothing. It's up to y'all. It's up to you, because y'all live in these dark moments by yourself a lot of times. Even with your team around you, y'all live in these dark moments by yourselves. So, and Ryan Garcia said it himself, like, he had no motivation to do anything right. No motivation. He was just doing everything wrong. It was so easy for him to do all the wrong things because it made him feel so good, because he was in that dark place. So it took a lot for this young man to come out of that dark place and ask for the help that he needed and go get the help that he needed, and to come back and face the public and the boxing world, and admit that. Like I said, everybody can have a habit. It doesn't always have to be alcohol or drugs, or, you know what I'm saying, women, whatever, gambling. It could be a multiple of things. So just the fact that you explained that to us, you shared that with us, Miss Nikki appreciates that. And I give you 1,000,000% credit. Like, just continue to, it's like getting out of jail. It's like getting out of prison. When you're in prison, you do everything that you're supposed to. You take certain classes and things like that to figure out what made you do the things that you do or did to get charged with the crimes that you have been. And then, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to continue that learning and keeping yourself abreast and getting sponsors and things of that nature to help you move and manipulate around in the world once you get out. So you got to think of it like that. You know what I mean? So continue to get your counseling, and continue to be honest with yourself. Continue to be honest with yourself, Ryan, because as long as you are telling you the truth, you're going to continue to grow to the place of what you want to be, baby. I think a lot of you, whether you box, kickbox, MMA, bare knuckle, for all of you guys who do this, a lot of you come into this already damaged. So y'all take that damaged energy and y'all put it into your fight life. And y'all never really take that moment or time that you really should to concentrate and focus on where the damage came from. How can you get back to a place of not being so damaged and being able to move on and have a productive life, and not let those things that have traumatized you or damaged you or whatever. Y'all fail a lot of times at taking care of that. Y'all just take that energy and put it into your fight life. So sometimes we see these crazy moments come from y'all because that's where y'all exert your energy. I need you guys to do as Ryan Garcia has done. He had to go get that help to pull himself out of a place that I know a lot of y'all hang around in. A lot of y'all hang around in that place, and get help. It's okay. That's why I said nobody wears a special hat over here. We all need a little bit of help on one level or another. We all do. So, including Miss Nikki's ass. I started my combat sports podcast out of a place of being hurt by a man. Not physically, but emotionally. And I'm still trying to recover from that. I'm still trying to recover from it. So I get it. I really do. I get it. So I had to take some time to figure out how I got to that place, how I allowed that to happen to me, and what am I going to do to not allow that to happen again. And I feel much better in this place. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that makes me cry right now, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo, is that they still working on my vehicle. Yes, and I was not going to pay a whole nother bill to rent a car or nothing of that nature. That's a whole nother bill. That is a whole, I got to pay that bill before I try to pay. No, one don't know. So I'll basically have a brand new vehicle when I do get my car back. I will have a brand new vehicle by the time I get my car back, you guys. And it wasn't really a lot going on. I think some stuff happened. They went to go fix one thing, and I think they jacked up another thing. So they got to fix that other thing on top of what they already had to fix. So, yeah, we all need some help in some point in our lives, and it's okay to ask. And there should be nobody shaming us for asking or for saying that we have went and seek that help and that we're going to continue to do that. That's what we're supposed to do. So I just hope that all this craziness that I've been watching over the course of the week leading into these fight cards, I hope that everybody, before y'all go into the building tonight, settle down. Settle down. Before y'all go into the building you're going to fight in tonight, settle down. Relax. Focus. Bring it down just a little bit. I want y'all to go in there because it's time to knuckle up. Whether you fighting MMA, whether you fighting bare knuckle, whether you boxing, it's time to knuckle up, babies. It is time. So y'all go in there. I mean, and y'all have done the hard work. Y'all have been through the training camps. Y'all have made weight or didn't make weight. Weight time is over. Weight making is over. You know, it is what it is at this point. Now y'all can go have fun. And y'all should have fun displaying y'all skill levels. Y'all should be having fun showing us all the things that you guys are working on because that's what y'all love to do. So have fun. Enjoy it. Y'all already in there breaking each other up. Y'all might have some kind of enjoyment out of it. Absolutely. But I'm proud of everybody. As I said, you all, whether big or small, are stars. Go shine. Love, piece of hair grease. Miss Nikki, Fight Heads MMA. We unpacked the overnight bag, y'all. Let's see what let's see what kind of treats and snacks they got for us. What kind of spooky stories they gonna have for us tonight. Yes. Who is gonna shock the world? I'm gonna be looking for who's quitting tonight. I don't want to see nobody quit. I don't want to see nobody quit. But I know sometimes that pain is unbearable, and I wouldn't want to meet it in a dark alley either, baby. So, like I said, y'all are closing out the year in the combat sports scene. We still got some things to see in the next couple weeks before the year ends. But yeah. Y'all, it's time to put up or shut up. And when there's a draw, you know, Ms. Nikki is here for everybody. I'm with the shits with everybody. So with that being said, you know, for my people who are trying to get redemption, hey, you know what you're here for. For my people who need to hold on to belts, for people who are going out for belts, all that, you already know what you're here for. Go do what you came to do. It is effectively your job to go in there and make your dream come true. And it is effectively your opponent's job to go in there and keep your dream from coming true. I want to see who's going to be effective tonight. Deuces. Good luck to everybody. Miss Nikki will be watching from a distance and cheering. So y'all go shine. Go shine, boys and girls.